There was once a millionaire who committed a murder and was sentenced to death. To await his execution, he was sent to a high-security prison on a remote island, isolated from the rest of the world. Desperate to escape, the millionaire thought of a plan and whispered to a prison guard, "I'll give you $1 million if you help me get out of here." The guard considered the offer but knew escape was nearly impossible. The island prison was heavily guarded, and no one had ever broken out. After thinking for a while, the guard came up with a risky idea. He said, "The only way out is in a coffin. When prisoners die, their bodies are placed in coffins and transported across the river to the mainland for burial. If you hide inside one of those coffins, I can dig you out once you're buried on land." The idea sent a chill down the millionaire's spine. The thought of hiding in a coffin alongside a corpse was terrifying, but he felt he had no choice. His survival depended on it. He agreed, and they planned for the guard to dig him up within 30 minutes of burial in exchange for the promised $1 million. The next morning, during the prisoner's break, the millionaire sneaked into the storage room where coffins were kept. He found one coffin that held a deceased prisoner, and though he was filled with dread, his desire to survive overpowered his fear. Holding his breath, he climbed in, lying on top of the dead body, and closed the lid. Soon after, the guards came, lifted the coffin, and transported it onto a boat. The millionaire's anxiety eased a bit as he smelled the fresh sea air, signaling they were on the way to the mainland. However, when the coffin finally stopped and he felt the weight of the dirt being shoveled on top, his heart pounded. He was buried alive and would have to rely on the guard to keep his word. As the minutes ticked by, the air in the coffin grew stifling. Breathing became harder and panic set in when the guard didn't show up after the agreed 30 minutes. Desperate, the millionaire fumbled in his pocket for a lighter. He flicked it on to check his watch. 50 minutes had passed, and he was running out of air. In a final moment of horror, he decided to look at the corpse beside him. He turned, bringing the lighter close to the face of the dead man. His face froze as he realized he was staring at the prison guard's face, the only person who knew he was buried there.